Well, it means color to me, and it's good. It's not just like scribble scrabble. It's like designs and colors mixed together to make art. Art is like something that you do to make people feel good. Art is something that you can make out of anything. It's something that you give to each other that's special gifts sometimes, and you can make it for your mom and dad. Like painting, like cutting, gluing, making projects, making all kinds of things. Art isn't one thing. You can do it. Art, you can just use your imagination and whatever you want. You can like draw, paint, color. It's about what you think, what you want to do, and you don't do what other people want you to make. It's about what you want to make. It's kind of like making cookies, except you're drawing. Chester Arthur is a great school, but it doesn't have an art teacher. We applied for and received a grant from the Picasso project for an art program. In February, Miss Elaine came and began to teach us about art and our community. It was a great 10 weeks.
Green on my brush. And then since we're painting our drawing, I want to try to stay in the lines we made because it's such good drawings. So what I want to switch to another color. What am I going to do with my brush?
Oh, put it in the water.
Put it in the water. Okay, you ready for paint almost? Let's just go over this again. First thing we do with our brushes,
Dip it in the water.
dip it in the water. Then I go over to my paint and do what?
Get whatever color.
Okay, pick a color.
Okay.
Pick a little bit of yellow, will make the outside look sunny. Then how do I apply the paint?
Gently. You
Gently.
don't only do it on the tip of the brush.
Tip of the brush, right.
Kids need a lot to survive and learn, especially in kindergarten. They have to be able to learn how to listen for directions and follow them in sequence. They need to understand the different vocabulary that you're using, and even manipulatives, simple things like scissors and glue for their level of learning all come into play. Art has a great deal to do with it. It lets them explore different colors, different designs, kind of let their mind loosen while they're just experimenting with things.
That I made, and I didn't want to make it all white. So I just made it like this, so it wouldn't be all white.
Schools need art. They need visual art, they need music, they need dance, because this is a way for students to express themselves. But it also engages them in the learning process and helps them to become better learners.
Art is exceptional because it helps bring concentration levels that I don't think you find in hardly anything else. And it gives the children a lot of opportunity to explore things that they enjoy to do already.
You present them with a problem, and what they come up with, sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I never thought of that. And it's just wonderful. And the use of materials, they're exploring new ideas, new materials, how to use their hands and their minds. You ready for paper?
Yes.
All right, your paper's gonna sit right on top. So rub it all over. Rub it down. Really hard. Rub it really hard.
In order for us to improve student outcomes, we need students to come to school. And an arts program really does help kids feel connected. Kids need to feel that they're part of things. Kids need to be good at something and feel that they are. And this is just one way that many students feel very good about themselves and feel very connected to the schools.
This is new. Yeah. And I drawed it all by myself. Very nice. This one I did with
Dr. Bang, that can go backwards.
square chocolate, and it goes in a pattern of patterns. Get a pattern of patterns.
You know, there's more than just learning from reading and learning from hearing, but learning visually and using your hands to actually create something opens up another way of exploring different subject matters, not just art, but math, science, literature. Everything can be brought through art.
It's just as important as everything that we teach. If we don't expose children, especially at the elementary level, to the arts, then they really may be missing out on an opportunity of something that they could have really excelled at. And even if it's not something that they excelled at, it could just be something that they find interesting, that is just a necessary part of life.
Arts funding is, I think, just as serious as literacy and math and science. It's part of the well-rounded character that we want our kids to explore and understand. To cut any of it, sports or any of that, is taking something away that they can experience and bring into their lives to help them survive in this world. So I think anytime we cut back on that, we're doing a disservice to them.
Art means that it's nice, and if the world didn't have art, what would it need? To have something like nice, pretty. I had to mix a couple colors. I had to use orange and I had to use orange a little bit. I use orange right away like this, so it makes tan. Because we didn't have tan. I had to think what my room looked like, my house looked like, my neighborhood, my city, my state, the universe. These are my favorite colors I picked. Favorite color I love: orange, red, and blue, and green is Zoe's. We share these colors some. Art makes me feel happy. Please fund art in our schools to help us achieve great things.